What's up, guys? Today I have a nice little story time for you guys, and I know a lot of you guys love these videos. I enjoy them doing myself, but today's gonna be a little somewhat like an embarrassing story. It's not like embarrassing to the point where it's like something horrible happened to me, I freaking peed my pants or something, you know what I mean? Nothing like that, but this is pretty embarrassing too because it happened to me and it was caused by one of the people that I thought was my friend. Okay, so let's get into it. So this was like long time ago, man. This was like probably like around like third, like fourth grade, you know, elementary school days when you're like still a little young kid. You still don't have no swag or nothing, you know, no respect. Nobody respects you on the streets because you're still young. I mean, you guys know what I'm saying. So I had a friend and I knew him for a while. He was like a little weird kid. I think he had like some kind of a problem with his legs also. He had like a scoliosis. It's not like he couldn't walk, but he walked kind of weird. That's like one thing I remember. Like, and when I'm trying to picture his face right now, dude, that guy had an ugly face, man. Like I'm trying to picture his face, and like, the only thing that comes to my head is his ugly face and his big nose that he had. And the funny thing is, because I lived in Russia when that happened, and in Russia there's a lot of like these like people over there. They're not really the best looking people. I'm not trying to roast or anything. I'm just saying, okay, that's how it is. But he had like a big nose and stuff. I remember in third grade. So I think it was on a weekend. Me and him were like hanging out because I would hang out with him a lot because he actually did live close to my house, probably like 3 or 4 minutes, like a legit like a 5-minute walk probably to his house. And then the school was probably like 10 minutes away or 15 minutes away of walk. So obviously we lived together. I mean, we lived close by each other. We would walk to school together and come back from school together. And this one weekend I was like hanging out with him. We're walking around like a neighborhoods, and obviously back there in Russia, like the neighborhoods are not as nice as here. Like you walk in the neighborhood, the grass is all green, perfect. Obviously, in like a good neighborhood, like green is like perfect and everything. All the grass is mowed down, you know, it's like the same freaking level. It's like exactly like 1 inch, you know, how like people are strict over here with their grass and everything. But over there, it's just like a ugly like front yards, like a big trees, like leaves everywhere, like big, you don't even have good roads, man. Like the roads that we have over here is like seriously like the roads that they would have only in big cities. So in there, like having these kind of roads was like a rare thing. And right there we had like bad roads and everything. It was horrible. Okay, I don't even want you guys picture that stuff. I don't live there anymore. Happy I don't live there anymore. But the roads and everything was bad. And then we're walking just down this neighborhood, and you know, when you're a kid, like sometimes you mess around with random stuff and like pick up random stuff off the ground and you play around with it. So what I did was I just picked up this random stick, like a branch that fell from a tree. It was a pretty decent sized branch, probably like almost my height, and I just carrying, like beating it around, like smacking things and all that stuff and just messing around. And I was like just walking down the neighborhood with my friend, and we're just talking, like hanging out. And apparently I did not even know this until something later on in the story happens. I'm gonna tell you about it, guys. But I was just walking, I was playing with it, and I think we were like at the end of the neighborhood, and we were about to go home, and then just take a branch and just throw it, like randomly throw it, you know. Just I'm not gonna take it home with me and freaking shower and sleep with it or something, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna take it inside, so I just throw it away with just freaking stick. And the school starts on Monday, and we're like, obviously the normal school day, you go and freaking do your normal stuff, whatever you do in elementary school. I don't know, draw pictures or something. I don't know, man, what I was doing. I don't remember that stuff. That was way too long ago. But one thing that happened is, so me and my friend actually stayed after school a little bit because all my classmates and we would just stay and just play around on the playground for a little bit after school ends. And obviously I had no phone or anything, so there was no way I could like let my parents know. So I just stayed there. And I'm just hanging out, chilling, having fun. And it's already a little bit later. I should be home by now. I'm like, okay, I'll tell my friend. I was like, okay, let's start walking home. You know, it's already getting later and I should be home by now. He's like, okay, yeah, let's go. So we're walking down the street, and I see this kid. He looks like a middle schooler, you know, obviously from elementary school to middle school, you're bigger in size, you're older. And I see this middle schooler just rolling up on a bike to us, right towards us. And he just asks my friend, he's like, is that him? And I'm like, what? He asks the guy who was standing by me, like that friend I was hanging out with, he was like, is that him? I'm like, what is he talking about? And my friend was like, yeah, that's him. I was like, what are they talking about? And he stops the bike, puts his bike down. He's like, he puts the bike down and he looks at me. He's like, hey, why do you throw garbage at my front yard? I was like, wait, what? He was like, why did you throw garbage at my front yard, huh? I was like, what are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. And he asked my friend again. He's like, you said it was him, right? He's like, yeah, it's him. It was the guy I was walking with. And then you know what he says? He got mad over me throwing a small branch in front of his front yard. Just think about it. That kid, I don't know how old he was. He was probably like in like 7th, like 8th grade, probably, maybe a little bit younger or older. And he just standing there and called me out on throwing a freaking branch in front of his front yard, even though his front yard probably was trashed already, because like I said, those neighborhoods are not nice. Everything's garbage everywhere, like not garbage but like wood, leaves, and like sticks everywhere. Apparently what happened after me and him stopped hanging out, like that weekend after I threw that branch, he was actually legit walking around a neighborhood and asking everybody who threw a freaking branch on the front yard. And my friend, as him being a snake, which is like the title of this video, him being a snake, he legit goes and tells him, I don't know if he got scared because of him or something, he legit told him that it was me. And that dude got mad. He was like, okay, show me who he is or something like that. And fast forward to the time when he's like calling me out on it, you know, just standing in my face, and I'm like a little short, like probably 3 foot, like not even like 3 foot kid, and he's like probably like 5 or something. And you know what he does? Ooh, dude, he just gets off. When he got off his bike, he legit just like grabbed and pushed me on the ground. He legit, like me being a little kid, like in the 3rd, 4th grade, that dude grabs me and pushes me on the ground. And my friend, not friend, I'm putting in quotation marks, little snake, he just stands there and does nothing. He's just standing there and just like looking at me all serious, because he doesn't know what the hell to do, because that guy's older than both of us. He snitched out on me. Maybe he realized that he kind of messed up, but that dude just pushes me on the ground and just starts walking up to me like that dude is legit gonna like beat my ass or something, you know. And I thought I was gonna get my ass kicked. I'm not even gonna lie, I seriously was kind of scared, dude. I think I actually started crying, I'll be honest. Kind of embarrassing, but I did start crying because I was scared. I was like, what the hell is going on, man? Because I was still confused. After a while I realized what the hell happened when he explained to, he told me that I threw freaking garbage, like it's the stick in front of his house. And I was so confused. I was like, what the hell? And I actually started crying. And you know what happened? Right when that happened, when he like pushed me on the ground, like probably like 30 seconds after that, my mom just starts walking up, and I got so happy because like I told you guys, I stayed a little bit later after school, like playing and stuff like that. And then my mom kind of went out there to go get me because she was kind of nervous. She's like, where the hell is my son at, you know? So she went to get me, and she came out like a perfect time, perfect everything. And when that dude was about to beat my ass probably or something, I don't know what was gonna happen, but I don't think he was gonna beat my ass. That was kind of a stupid mistake. He was probably just trying to scare me and intimidate me. And he just walks, my mom just sees us and she just yells, she's like, hey, what are you doing? And that dude just hops on his bike and just dips out. And my mom walks in, she's like, what happened, are you okay? And I'm like crying over there, like I already kind of stopped, like just cleaning my eyes and everything. And my mom was asking my snake friend, she's like, what happened to him? Like, why is he crying? And what was the kid doing here? And he was like, and he explained to what happened. And I was like, what the hell? And my mom was like kind of like upset too. She's like, what? That's my son, you know? And my mom asked that kid, my snake friend, he's like, where the kid lives, or if he knows him. And guess what? That guy legit snakes on his freaking, I don't know if that was his friend, but he legit snitches him out too and tells him where he lives. So we walked back to the neighborhood, and my mom walked with me and stuff like that, and we went to the house where that kid lives. And my mom just obviously knocked on the door, and like the kid's mom who like pushed me open the door, and my mom just called her out. I was like, hey, why your son like bullying my son and everything, what happened? And she was like, wait, what, how's he bullying your son? And they brought the kid out. He was so scared. He was just legit standing there looking down, because that dude was hella scared. Because in those days, like in Russia, dude, if you do stupid stuff like that and your parents find out, you're gonna get your ass whooped, man. And I'm pretty sure it's similar like that with like Mexican families and like most European families, but you do stuff like that, you're gonna get your ass whooped, man. But that kid was hella scared, so my mom just told them, and they told him that they told us that they would take care of it. And when I looked at my snake friend, I was like, dude, are you serious, man? And my mom was like, how are you his friend if you're gonna snitch on him like that? My mom legit told him, I was like, how are you his friend and stuff like that. And I think we actually made up after that. I think we were cool after that. It's not like we like hated each other for like the rest of our lives, so we never talked, but we still kind of hung out and stuff because we're still little kids. It's like we were like already forgot about it, you know. It's like, I mean, I did not forget about it, because like what, like freaking 20 years later, not 20 years later, like 15 years later, I'm sitting here making a video on it. But like I said, this just randomly came to my head, but that was pretty funny, man. I don't know, I just really wanted to share with you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed too. I thought it was a pretty funny story, like a little snake friend. But yeah, guys, moral of the story, man, never snitch out your friends, dude. Never snitch out your friends, guys. Always just take it for the team, man. Take it for a team. Don't snitch on your friend, because my friend did, and I don't think he's not a friend anymore. I've never seen him ever since I came to the United States, so that might be a good thing. Who knows how else he would have like freaking threw me under the bus or something. But that'll be it for the video, guys. Hope you enjoyed, and peace out.